Hi friends, I'm Lisa with Made to Create with Lisa, and today we are going to make a few more ornaments for our tree that we have been dressing up slowly but surely throughout the last couple weeks. I have a cough drop in my mouth because I caught a cold over the weekend, so excuse me if you hear it rattling around, but I'm hoping I do not start coughing. But I wanted to be sure to come with you today and show you some of these cute little brushes that we're going to use to make some ornaments. Now, I'm sure that you have seen little chip brushes like this that you can buy just like at Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever. They're just the cheap chip brushes. And I think that I did get these at Walmart, and they were like, I don't know, $1.50. And this is the 2-inch width size. And there is a width that is a little bit narrower, but I'm going to use the 2-inch width today, okay? So that is what we're going to use to make our ornaments. And so we should just dive in and get started, and I'll show you what we're going to do, okay? So let me point you down and get this lined up. So how are you today after Thanksgiving weekend? Did you make it? Did you buy a lot of stuff on all the sales? Okay, so we are going to use the 2-inch brush. And what I've already done is I have already painted it, and I painted it white. Okay, hold on here. I'm going to get my iPad going just in case I see any comments. Oh, of course it went away. So let me, there we go. Now I see myself, but oh, there's my voice. I can't figure out how to make the noise go off. Okay. All right, so here we are. We have our paintbrush. Now what I already did is I painted it white, and then I painted this one red. Okay, I just used regular acrylic paint and just did that in advance so that they would be dry, okay? And I have so much stuff here on my desk for supplies for us to make this. So we're not gonna do the white one first. First, we're gonna do one of the white ones. So why don't we, one of the red ones. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is pull in this cute Penguin Place stamp set. Okay, I am going to use this snowflake image here up at the top, and we are going to stamp directly onto the paintbrush to make our little gnome hat, okay? So I think that some of you probably saw me do this last week, but we are going to go ahead and emboss our snowflakes. And it's cool that you can emboss directly on wood. You don't only have to stamp on paper. So I have my Versamark pad, okay, and you need to use a pigment ink like Versamark when you are embossing. And you are just going to stamp, give it a really nice firm press so that you get all of the Versamark ink on there. And of course, I can't really see what I'm doing either because it's clear on clear. So I'm gonna do my best here. Okay, now like I said, I know you can't really see that, but you will in a second here. Okay, I think that's good. So let's see what we've got. So what you do is you pull out your white embossing powder and you pour it directly onto wherever you have stamped that Versamark ink. And you shake off all the extra, and look at how cute that is. Okay, and what I like to do is, I don't know if you can see this, but can you see that there's little extra spots where the embossing powder has stuck? And if it's on a piece of paper, usually I just flick it really hard, but when you're using the wood, you can't really flick it. Well, you can, but it hurts your fingers. And yes, I have done that many times. I'll try to do a little bit of blowing, see if that helps. Okay, so I'm just gonna, anything that you leave on here, when you heat it, it will stay on there. So if there's anything that you don't want on there, be sure to wipe it off now before you heat it. Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I have gotten off all the excess dots, I think. And now we're gonna heat it. Oh, whoops, I don't know what that is. Oh, that was a big blob. Glad I got that one. Okay, now all you do with this, we don't sell this awesome tray anymore, but you can just use like a scrap piece of paper or something like that, and then just dump it back into your container, okay? And we are done with this. So I will put it aside. Hey, Marty, how are you? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Okay, now I'm bringing in my heat gun, and I'm going to heat it. It'll be a little loud here. And let's see if you can see this start to change. When the embossing powder melts, it changes into like a brighter white color, and it melts. And that's how you know that it's done. So if you're here, tell me hi. Tell me where you're watching from. I would love to hear from you. Oh, good, Marty. I'm glad you had a good Thanksgiving. Okay, that's done. It really doesn't take very long. So let me show you this now. Oh, hey, Catherine from Canada. Awesome. Hi, Wanda. Okay, I'm trying to show you the angle. Let me get it even closer. Can you see that that's shiny? That was a little bit blurry. I think you can see it there. Hey, Chris, how are you? Okay, so the cool thing about it is embossing is always dimensional, so it's kind of puffed up just a little bit, in raised, I guess I should say, not puffed. But anyway, so that's it. So totally cute. Now, I'm looking here in my disastrous mess. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do for our little gnome is I am pulling in a skein of this super puffy yarn. This is Bernat Blanket Extra is what it's called. And this one you can get at Joann's. I mean, you can get it tons of places. But what I'm going to do, now this particular gnome might look kind of Santa-ish. I don't know if Santa can be Santa plus a gnome, but it's going to be a Santa-ish gnome today. So I'm just going to glue that edge on there so that it adheres. And then we are going to just wrap the silver part. I want to make sure it doesn't show. So we'll wrap this up, and this is going to be the base of his hat. Okay, isn't that cute? It's like a furry hat. So I am going to cut this off, and we will just adhere this down with some hot, that to stick. Hold it for just a second so it doesn't, ouch, don't burn your fingers. Okay, and there is his hat. Okay, and then I'm pulling in a bag of these beads. I got a huge bag of them off of Amazon. They're these half wood beads, and they are awesome noses. So I'll put some hot glue on there, and we'll nestle that up on there. And then he's basically done. Isn't he cute? Okay, so I am going to pull in some of our beautiful glittered organdy white ribbon. And I'm just going to cut off a section here. Thank you. Okay, you can see how easy this is. I think that this would be a really cute little project to make with your little ones or your grandbabies, well, not babies, kids. It's just an easy little craft. I mean, maybe the embossing wouldn't be quite the easy part, but you could do the hat and all of that with them. There he is. Okay, so that was doing the embossing on the handle part. Now, obviously, you could do the back too, but I'm just doing the front. Okay, now let's do another one. So next, I'm going to pull in another white one. And, sorry, I'm looking over here. Okay, here we go. We are going to use our masks that I use a lot. This one, I can't remember which set it's from, but it has this neat pattern there. And we're going to use it on here with our embossing paste. Okay, I know that you see me pull this in a lot, and it's just a ton of fun and extremely easy to use. So the only trick to this one is you just need to, you know, try not to get it to slide, and we'll just do our best, okay? So just get a little bit of the paste, and I'm going to hold it, and you just go for it and start spreading it on. You want to kind of push it into the grooves of the mask, and then scrape. Okay, that's it. Are you ready? How cute. Okay, now this will dry on here. So what you need to do is just rinse it immediately, or I'm gonna set it aside actually into a little tub of water that I have here. And then you can just wipe this off and be sure to put on, whoops, the lid of your tub really tightly. And honestly, all I ever do is just wipe this off with a paper towel, and then it's good to go. Okay, now the other thing you're gonna do, actually, I'm gonna open this back up because I forgot. So anything that's hanging off, you kind of wanna wipe off, and I just wipe it back into the container. I mean, you can wipe it on a paper towel too, but I just kind of wipe it off on the edge. It's so thick of a paste that it just stays there and sticks out over the edge unless you wipe it off. So I personally like to wipe it off so it's more of a finished edge. Okay. So I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but in person you can tell a difference. You definitely needed to wipe off the edge on that one. And I actually don't like that one, so I'm just going to wipe it off all the way. Okay. And can you see this one right here that looks a little bit blobby? I'm just going to take my take your pick tool and just kind of remove some of that. And then I think it looks pretty good. Okay, now these ones look kind of blobby too because they were at the base, but that's okay. We can just have our ribbon cover that up. Okay, so now that'll take a few minutes to dry. Oh, whoops, I forgot that there's some up here in the hole. I'm going to take that out too. Okay, now this will dry, so we will set that aside to dry, okay? And then the last one we're going to do is the same technique, except we are going to color our embossing paste, which if you've watched me before, you've definitely seen me do this, but it's just fun to do, and we'll do it again. So you just take a little bit of paste. I don't need a ton, and I don't want to waste it, so I'm kind of trying to take some off here. You need enough to work with, but I don't want to overdo it, because then once it's colored, you know, you can't put it back in your tub. Okay, so I'm done with this, so I'm going to put my my lid on really tight. Okay, now I'm pulling in my Cherry Cobbler re-inker fluid, and we're just going to put one dot on there like that. Okay, and now I'm going to use my palette knife, and we'll mix it in, and it's going to be a really rich, deep red color. I did real red a couple weeks ago, and it was so light that it was a little bit pinky, and I didn't really like that tone. And someone gave me the idea to do cherry cobbler, which I didn't think of at the time, and that's like a really nice red color, don't you think? So I'm going to pull in I think that these are candy cane stripes. That's what I call them. And they are in the Adorning Masks set that is in the holiday catalog. Now, I might mess up on this one. This one might not turn out too well because it's so floppy and flimsy because of the stripes. And since it's coming off the edge, I don't know how well this is going to work. So we'll see. We have to give it a shot. So I am just gently pushing it into the mask and working my way up the handle and just hoping that it looks good. Okay. And you definitely want it to kind of spread evenly. But I think that that is going to do it. Okay, ready? Yay. Okay, now like I said, I'm going to put this into my tub of water so that it doesn't stick on there. And then if you want to use this before it goes bad, you could use it like on a card or something before it gets hard. So I'm going to actually fold it over and see if maybe I can get to it before it dries. And then we'll just wipe this off. Actually, hold on, I'm going to dip this in the water. I want a little bit more of that off of there so it doesn't stay red. Okay, and there we go. So now let me try to wipe off the edges of this one with a paper towel because it's so red. Oh yes. And see, that's down there, remember, but we can cover that up with our little hat. And this, I'm going to get that out of the hole. And there it is. I think that's good to go. And then when we wrap the base of this, it will be like a little hat. Okay, so now let's bring this one back in. Let's see if it's dry. I'm going to touch it. It is almost dry. These are the only ones here because they were a little bit, I put the stuff a little bit thick on there. So let's just dry it for a second so we can finish it. I usually like to just let this air dry, you know, just sit it aside. But I want to speed this up so I can show you the finished product. Actually, I hardly ever use my heat gun with this paste. Ooh, you're right, a great Girl Scout project. That would be cute. Okay, now, I think that's still a tiny bit wet, but it's basically dry. So I'm going to set that aside and just finish this one first. So what we'll do with this one, because it's the red with the white, I'm going to use the same yarn stuff just because, you know, it needs to be thick enough so that you don't see the silver, and I like the fluffiness of this yarn. I have this yarn on the wrong side. Okay. Let's just wrap it around. I don't know if you can hear me sucking on my cough drop. It is a must, trust me. I have been coughing like crazy. But I'm almost over it. But with the pandemic, you know, we've all been wearing masks for so long that I haven't had a cold in like a couple years. So I was completely unprepared for how this feels. Okay, ouch. Okay, that that got me. Okay. Okay. Now on this one, I thought it would be cute. Well, first let's put on his nose. I don't know why I call them him all the time, but for some reason it doesn't look like a girl to me. To me, this is like a total boy gnome. Okay. Put our yarn aside. Now, what I did is I pre-cut out a couple of pieces of holly, and we did this last week where we put these on our little snowman hat, and I thought that these would be cute on our hat here. I had a couple of them left from last week, so I thought, hey, let's just add these on. Tuck those in, and then we'll pull in our wonderful gems, which can you see that they have a sparkle in them? Love them. And because this is fabric, I'm probably going to have to come back and put some actual adhesive on here to get it to stay. But for now, I'm just going to set these on here, and then I can fix it after I get off. There. Now he has his little holly in his hat. Marty, for the nose, I use these half beads that I got off of Amazon. And I don't know what size they are. I'd have to look them up. I think that they're 16 millimeter. They might be 14 millimeter. I'd have to look. But anyway, so that is that guy. So we have, these are our little friends here. And we can put a little tie up there too for him. And then the last one, we will pull in our ruffled ribbon. Now I know that this is cherry cobbler and this is red, but I really don't think that that matters, because when you color the paste, it kind of changes the color anyway. So let's glue that on. Get that nice and stuck. And then we will start wrapping our, to make sure to overlap. Do it nice and tight and make sure to overlap. And you might even want to put like a dab of hot glue as you're going around. Okay, see the difference? And see, that's totally cute, but now you see why I really like the white fluffy ribbon with it. I just think that it looks more like a fur hat. Okay, I want to put some dabs of hot glue on there, so like underneath here, see how it's sliding? So I will do that when I get off. So I'm not going to do anything else with that. Okay, so he will need a nose as well. Actually, you know, because that has ruffles, maybe that can be a girl. And maybe we'll put a little bow in her hair, in her hat. Okay, so let me bring in all the little guys that we made and show you. So this was the embossing paste with cherry cobbler reinker. This one was heat embossed with white embossing powder. This one was just the regular embossing paste without any color in it, just the white, the way that it comes. And then this was my sample that I did before I came on using the polka dot one to show you what that looks like. Aren't they cute? And so these are very simple, cute little craft that you can do. I think you could do it with kids. Maybe they'd have to be a little bit older. Definitely not with the hot glue gun, right? Okay, so now I'm going to just show you one other quick little ornament that I thought would be easy. And And I just wanted to show you the idea while I have this stuff out. Okay, have you seen these at the Dollar Tree? They come wrapped with this tinsel stuff. And it's like wrapped and wrapped and wrapped. And then when you unwrap it, it's like a frame. And so this is like what one of them looks like. So this is from the Dollar Tree. And if you feel it, you can feel the frame that's like inside of it. And so what I did is I unwrapped it, and we're just going to use the frame. And I wanted to use the same fluffy yarn that we've been using. Now, the cool thing about these bulbs is this right here. I don't know what to call these. The little notches. And what they do is they basically catch your yarn and hold it. And so as you wrap, it makes it super easy for it to stick. At least that's what I find. And so all you have to do is wrap, wrap, wrap. And it totally clings because of those notches on the side. And it doesn't slide very much. Now, see, you can kind of see through that, and so I kind of feel like we should do it twice. So let me unravel a little bit more of our yarn here. Okay. We'll go back over it. It's going to be nice and puffy. I'm kind of going in the opposite grooves on the way down so that it's filling in those holes. I didn't get enough of this unraveled. Okay. Have you guys made any homemade ornaments at all? Or any of your decor yet this year? All right, I'm getting that to stick. Okay, look how fun and cute and puffy that is. Okay, and then I'm going to hot glue it down on the bottom, so we'll leave enough. Let's see, let's just cut some extra. And I am going to put some hot glue there just to get it to stick. And then we'll go back and do hot glue all along there, just so it covers up the base there. Okay. There. Okay, totally cute. Now we will pull in, excuse me, this ribbon here is from the Playful Pets combo pack. And I thought that this was really cute to make it look like candy cane striped. And we will just go around and around. I'm trying to figure out how high I want that. And it'll make it candy cane-ish looking. I think that's cute. So we'll do it right there. We'll put a little dab of hot glue. Get that to stick a second. And then we'll go around. Oh, nope, wasn't quite dry. With the fabric, it kind of takes a minute to get it to grip. Let's go all the way around this way. And I think that I was just going to wrap it, but I don't think I want to. I think we'll go stripe by stripe. Okay. See how cute that's going to be? Okay. Let's see if we put another stripe there. And I will do this off camera so I don't bore you, but you can see what it looks like, okay? So that's what it'll look like when it's finished. Isn't that fun with that Playful Pets ribbon? Okay, and now I am pulling in this, like you can get these this is called mini ornaments. And I don't know if this is, oh, it says Walmart right there. I think I got them this year at Walmart. And so we're going to use one of these snowflake ornaments out of it. And I don't want this color. I don't know what I'm going to do with it exactly yet, but I wanted to leave it natural because this is ivory. It doesn't come in white. It only comes in ivory in this particular brand. And so I thought that if I did the natural wood, that it would go with it better than like if I painted it white. And then I pulled in our beautiful shimmer. Let's see, this is like the shimmer ombre paper. I think that's what it's called. Ombre specialty paper. And it's like solid glitter, and there's 4 different colors in it. And I just cut out a little square of the red, and I cut out the word Mary, and I cut that out of the Word Wishes dies. Okay, there's tons of different words in here, and I just cut out the word Mary out of the red. And I thought that we would put that on there like that. And then I can't decide if I just will leave it like that or possibly use twine to overlap, because obviously I didn't finish the top there, but overlap on the top so that the top has like a twine look to bring in the natural wood. So I need to finish all that, and then that would be our little ornament, puffy ornament guy. Now, I thought that the same idea would be really cute to do with this one that I showed you, to unwrap it and then wrap it with the fluffy yarn and then do that for the stripes all the way around. So I'm going to do that too, and I will show you what that looks like. Okay, so let me bring you back up. That is what I have for you today. I will finish this one. I try to do things that are cute, but not too overwhelming in time, so that you're not here forever. But I think that this will be a really cute, I'm actually doing white and red on my tree this year. And so I wanted to do this like this because I thought it would be really cute. So I have all my Christmas decor up. I just need to decorate my tree. And what about you? Have you guys gotten any of your decor up yet? Thanks, Marty. I'll show you a picture when it's all done. So I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving weekend, and were able to see some friends and family and or both, and that you're doing well. And boy, here we are. It's hitting December this week, and we're going full on into Christmas mode. So I actually have some leftover projects from my Christmas craft fair, my bazaar that I did about a month ago now. And I'm going to go live and show you those if anyone would like to purchase any. If you're local, you could pick up, or if you live far away, I'm happy to ship. Some of them I can't because they're just too big, but other ones I could totally ship. So I'm going to go live later and show you those. But for now, that's the project that I have for you. I'm trying to find, oh, here we go. Here we go. That's what I have for you today. So have a great rest of your afternoon, and I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget that you were made to create. Thanks. Bye.